Come on in, everyone. Come on in because we are back for 90 Day Fiancé. Season 7, episode 6. They're calling this Paradise Lost. I guess because the fantasy is over. Some of these people are starting to meet real life. Tiger Lily and Adnan are meeting real life. Chidi and Renee are definitely meeting real life. This episode was off the chain, y'all. I can't lie. It was off the chain. But first of all, I want to thank everybody who's here right now, who joined the premiere, who's in the live chat. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Thank you for coming to the premiere. And if any of you missed the premiere, it's okay. You can catch me here on the replay. And if you're ever able to make a live chat, I typically post every night. I post in my community chat what the live chat is going to be about the following day. So if you can put it on your calendar, if you got a lunch break, if you got a break at work, if you got a break at home with the kids or the grandkids or whatever you're doing, be sure to pop in and try to make one of our premieres so you can say hello to the family down in the chat. If not, I'll catch you here on the replay. Thank you all for watching the channel. Thank you for helping my channel grow. I appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate you liking the video, and I appreciate you sharing it with other people. But let's go ahead and start getting into this episode of 90 Day Fiancé. I know everybody ain't watching 90 Day Fiancé, but I'm glad you're here to come watch the reviews and the recaps because I'm here to keep you up to date. I am here to keep you up to date. And you know what? Let me start with, I'm not going to go right into it and get to the good stuff, y'all. I'm not going to go get to the good stuff right away with Chidi and also Adnan, Tiger Lily. And let me tell you, even Niles and Matilda this week, they had me rolling on the floor, y'all. They had me rolling on the floor. I am still in love with Niles, still am. And I'm feeling a little bit better about Matilda. I hope it continues, even though there were some things said this episode that, girl, I don't know, Matilda. But first, let's start off with the person who I really got tired of talking about last week. And they didn't really show him that much, was Lauren and Faith. Because he out on a sick call. He like a person at work. He's out sick because he got to treat this gonorrhea STD. So he done made his way to the clinic in the Philippines. And we are in the Philippines, y'all. I kept calling it Thailand last week. We are in the Philippines. So he ended up going to the clinic in the Philippines, getting some pills. He said he got to take these pills for 7 days straight because he's like, it's curable. He gonna tell us that so many times. It's curable. It's curable. 7 days straight he went and got his pills. So he says he's on the road to recovery. Wishing him a speedy recovery. And he said, I know I got this gonorrhea STD thing, but I'm still very hopeful for a relationship with Faith. Please, no Faith. Faith, please, no Faith. But he's still very hopeful. He said he really doesn't want a monogamous relationship. So basically, he ain't learned no lessons. He ain't learned no lessons. As long as he can go down the clinic and pop some pills for his gonorrhea, he's not learning no lessons because what he's saying is, I'm definitely not giving up these blowjobs from this woman I've been getting them from back at home. And she's giving them to him for free because he's broke, ain't got no money. So once again, you got a person servicing someone who is Lauren. That person had gonorrhea of the mouth and gave it to Lauren. And I know Lauren ain't taking her out on no dates, ain't doing nothing because he's broke. He's broke. Folks need to up their prices for stuff. We worth more, people. We worth more. And because I guess Lauren's got to be with a person who doesn't seem like they take care of themselves, their body, because they should have known they had gonorrhea of the mouth. I don't know how it works. But now we got Faith over here crushed. Faith. All episode long, Faith was crying. Talking about how bad of a decision she made. Yeah, you made a lot of bad decisions, Faith. You trusted this man from America because you was trying to get to the U.S. She's crying. But I still feel bad for her. I just feel bad because I think her heart was pure. I think she had good intentions. And she's like the very thing she was afraid of which was getting her heart broken by Lauren, it's happened. She said she'll never know if she could forgive him. She said she never knows if she's going to be able to forgive him and get over this. And, she had a chance to talk to her friends at the nail salon and spill all the gossip and all the news. And they're all pretty much saying, well, the women are saying, you need to leave him. You need to go. That's what the women are saying. You need to leave him alone. You need to go. And she's just crying because she's heartbroken. And the guy was like, well, maybe you could forgive him. Maybe you could forgive him. Maybe you need to talk to him and not just not talk to him, because she ain't been talking to him for several days now. She won't return his phone call. She won't return his text. So now she's decided that, okay, I'll have a conversation with him to see what he has to say. But she finding out that it wasn't like a one-time thing. It wasn't like a slam bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I let her, suck on my thing and I got gonorrhea. No, what he's saying is, we was doing this every week. Every week. That's what they was doing. And so, Lauren's over here trying to figure out, I really want faith, but do I really want a monogamous relationship? Lauren's nasty. Ugh. I don't even want to talk about him no more, y'all. I don't even want to talk about him no more, so we're going to move on. We're going to move on because he's making my stomach churn. So then we got to move on real quickly to Brian and Ingrid, because not much happened with them either. Brian is still trying to get back into the good graces of Ingrid. So they get ready to go to this little outdoor sanctuary where they got hot tubs and running water, and, they can go on their date in the river, and Ingrid can wear her nice little bikini. Ingrid looking good. I know she looking good. She definitely tempting Brian. Because Brian's like, I want all that. I want all of what Ingrid is serving up body-wise, because Ingrid is in shape and she looks good. And they get in the pool in the hot tub, and, now she's sitting on his lap and she kissing him on the lips, because ever since he brought that $5 toy to that baby, Ingrid's baby, she was like, okay, I feel better now. The little boy liked him. The little boy wasn't scared. He wasn't scared of the wheelchair. And he liked them toys that he got. So now Ingrid feels a whole lot better. And Brian was like, okay, let me wheel her in more. Let me get her closer to me. Let me tell her some more sad stories about, this whole thing surrounding how he got shot in the first place. And so he started talking about when he got shot, he was really depressed. He was in the hospital, I think, for like 2 or 3 months, in rehab, trying to recover. He had to learn how to survive out here in the world. And now that I don't have my use of my legs and very limited use of my hands. So he started telling Ingrid like how depressed he got, and that in reality, though, he says, this whole thing saved my life because it snapped me out of a life I was living that really wasn't a good life. And he said, so in a lot of ways, it saved him. He was saved by it. And that story touched Ingrid's heart. She cried. It made her open up her heart and made her give Brian a second chance. And she said that, now he feels as if his life's been turned around. Instead of selling drugs to people and taking life away from people, he says now his new purpose in life is to give people purpose. So that's why he has this rugby, and he plays wheelchair rugby, and he tries to give back to people. He tries to tell people, hey, if I can make it, you can make it. And now he wants to pour into people as opposed to extracting people and getting them turned out on drugs and supplying their drug habits. He says his new purpose is to help people. And that touched Ingrid's heart. That touched her heart because she was really afraid that he was one of these people out here damaging people in the world, and that was turning her off. It wasn't so much that he was in a wheelchair as that she thought that he was a bad person overall. So now she's feeling a little bit better. So she's going to give him a chance. We saw some previews coming up. Looks like she's going to give him an opportunity to rub on her body a little bit. They're going to be laying in the bed. So now she got to figure out, can he perform in the bedroom? She said, Brian kind of over embellished what he could do by himself. I want to see if he can deliver in this bedroom. Ingrid said, I still want to get to the U.S. Let me see what I got to do to get to the U.S. because I know that's where she's trying to get to, the U.S. Brian better not pull no stunt like Lauren talking about, well, I really don't want to go to the U.S. I actually want to stay over here in the Philippines, because Ingrid's going to be like, no, one of the reasons I'm with you is to get out of Brazil and to get over to the U.S. It ain't to be stuck here. So I guess we'll have to see next week what that goes on. And then we had Via and Rory. Via finally, one more time. Their whole storyline has been about her showing up to this place. She finally, y'all gets to South Africa. She finally gets to South Africa. And now she all nervous about, what's the Rory? Rory's the boy, the friend. And we got the other boyfriend. I forgot his name because his whole storyline seems to be about Rory. I done forgot the man's name that she's with. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, his name is Sonny. Good Lord, it took me forever to find that. Sonny. His name is Sonny. And the whole, I'm telling you, this whole thing seems to be more about Via and Rory than Via and Sonny. But okay, that's fine. Anyway, they finally made it to South Africa after freaking 7 episodes. We finally get Via meeting Rory. And now she's freaking out in the airport because she doesn't want Sonny to see that Rory even came with her. So she came up with some new method. You stay in the airport. I'll text you the code text 777. Once I text you that means it's okay for you to exit the airport. So she got him over here hiding in the airport when she finally goes over to meet Sonny. And just to make sure he's okay. And so, when Sonny sees her, he's like, oh, you more beautiful in person than you are even on the camera. And he said, I got something waiting for you. And already he talking about sex. Sex. Sonny basically just imported him some P-thing. Because that seems like the only thing he's over here interested in. It's on his mind. He's ready to do it. It's all he talks about. And you know what? She said, well, I think she said she gonna wait now. So she get over after all them sending naked pictures, getting him all ready and hot and bothered. Once she gets over here, she says, oh, I think I'm gonna make him wait a little bit because I want to make sure. So they get back to the little hotel room. Sonny done fixed her a nice little curry chicken meals, one of his Indian dishes that he wants her to really like because he likes to cook as part of his culture. And she said, I ain't eating that. She said, I ain't eating that. That don't even look good. She not eating that. She said, I'm very particular on what I eat. I'm not going to eat it. And Sonny is like, this is some rude stuff. Sonny is like, this is rude. How you not going to eat what I cooked you and slaved over? You're not going to even taste it. Even if you don't eat the whole bowl, you're not going to eat a few pieces of it. I'm telling you, that's the quickest way to break up with someone telling me you ain't going to eat their cooking, not even try their cooking, not at all. And I know some people got weak stomachs, but Sonny said he ain't happy. He ain't happy one bit, but he said, so what? I can still move forward with these sex toys. Even though she don't want to eat, hopefully she's still going to want to use these sex toys. So he brings her on into the bedroom, lets her see, look at all these candles I got. Lit for you. Look at all these flowers I have laid out, roses laid out on the bed. And she said, that's fine. Let me go ahead and, take a shower real quick, wash off this travel off me. I've been traveling for 36 hours. Let me go and wash this all off of me. He says, ooh, can I come get in the shower with you? She's like, no. He's like, what? For all this time, I've been in the shower with you while you take a shower, watching you take a shower naked. And then all of a sudden, why are you here? Now I can't watch you nor be with you. Oh, Roy gonna be like, you don't eat my food. You not letting me look at your body no more. You're not here for no sex toys. And then next thing you know, he gonna find out that she bought Rory. He gonna be done. He gonna be done. Via and Rory might as well go ahead and get back together. They sat up there in that airport arguing on who broke up with who. He said, that's why I broke up with you, because you can be a little bit too bossy and you get too much anxiety. And she's like, no, you didn't break up with me. I broke up with you. I don't know why Via and Rory just don't get back together, because they look like an old married couple. They look like a couple that just got an open relationship. Let's be honest. That's really what they look like. Or friends with benefits, one of the two. Because they just not friends. They more than, I don't know. It's just my vibe. I think they got serious chemistry. And maybe they need to figure out and work out why they broke out in the first place. Because it looks like they do well together. They travel well together. That's half the battle right there. But talk about traveling a long way. We got to talk about my boys, Niles, and over here with Matilda. He finally made it, y'all. He made it to Ghana. And he was talking about, when I get to Ghana, I'm going to run to Matilda's arms. He said he going to run like a child running the ice cream. He said he going to be so happy to see her. And he was like, but they made a vow that, they're going to honor their Christian beliefs. And what they're saying is they're not going to have no sex before marriage. Remember that. They both talking about they're not going to have no sex before marriage. And Matilda's like, yeah, we're not going to have no sex before marriage. But he's so sexy. He's so sexy. I'm going to want him real bad. I'm going to want him real bad. And so the brother Matilda said, I can't just let Matilda go meet this strange man coming from the U.S., especially that I know he got autism, because they don't even really know what autism is, what it looks like, what it do, what it don't do. And so the brother said, I'm going to protect my sister. So I'm going to ride into town with her into Accra, which we know is like a 6-hour ride or whatever. Make sure she's okay with this man. Check this man out. So the brother's riding with her to make sure he's all right. But shoot, he probably need to be worried about his sister. Somebody need to come with Miles. Talk about somebody to come in to protect Matilda. It's starting to look like somebody needed to come with Miles. But anyway, the brother showed up. Matilda showed up. When they finally met each other at the airport, she ran. She gave him a big hug. She was like, "Ooh, she's so happy." She was like, "Ooh, daddy. Ooh, daddy." Matilda was so happy. He was so happy. The embrace was so warm. They was kissing on each other. He was like, this is like a fairy tale. And he was like, this is what happiness looks like. This is what happiness feels like. I was just so happy for him. You ever happy for someone, but also kind of nervous for them? I was happy and nervous, excited and nervous. What they call it, nerve-scotted, when you excited but nervous at the same time. Nerve-scotted, that little made-up word. But, they're just so happy. They're touching each other, holding hands, walking arm in arm. He's like, let me get the door for you, Matilda. Let me open the door, because this is what I like to do. I want to treat you like a Southern charm. And, they have a little lunch together, and the brother started laying it out. He said, let me tell you something. Don't hurt my sister. And Niles says, you know what? I know what hurting a person looks like, and I know what I'm not supposed to do. I'm not supposed to cheat. I'm not supposed to lie, and I'm not supposed to hide anything. Well, right now, Niles is hiding 2 things, and he's lying about 2 things. So the cheat part he got down, but he is hiding the fact that he don't want to marry her right away. And he lying about it. So I don't know. Right now, Niles, you are 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. And he's getting even more scared because the brother said, yeah, don't cheat, don't lie, don't hide nothing. Because my sister, Matilda, she got a quick temper. Niles was like, say what? Say what? What you say? She said, yeah, I get angry a lot. She even admitted it. She goes, I get angry a lot. So now Niles is like, ooh, now I got this secret and I'm lying. Plus, I know she get mad. He really scared now. He is really scared to tell her the truth that they're going to need to delay this wedding. And I'm telling you what your get out of jail free card is, Niles. Just say you don't have the bride price. That's all you got to say. Say, I don't have the bride price and I really want to be able to pay it. So I'm going to have to wait until I get it. That's all you got to say, Niles. That's all you got to say. But, Niles is with it. He's like, I'm with this Ghanaian food. They started passing around some snails. Over there with Via and Sunny, he was just giving her some curry. I think that was just like some curry chicken or something. They got Niles over here eating some snails. And let me tell you, those some big old snails. I was like, that's not the kind of escargot I be eating. The escargot I've eaten to be little pieces. They done gave him the big old mama daddy snail, and Niles popped that whole snail in his mouth and was like, this is delicious. Woo! So like I said, you got to break bread with people to like you. You can't be turning down their food. And immediately when Niles ate that whole snail whole, that brother was impressed. Right there, he already said, okay, you could be my brother. You could be my brother. And so they get on back to this hotel room. The brother's like, okay, I feel okay with Matilda spending the night with Niles. He looks like he's okay. He was able to eat a whole snail and everything. So I'm okay. So they get back to the hotel room. Niles hops in the bed. Matilda's getting ready, getting her little nightlife on. And Niles said, ooh, I hope I can resist Matilda because I just want to let you know I am a heterosexual. He's like, I just want to let you know I am a heterosexual. And so Matilda gets in the bed, y'all. Here's Matilda talking about she gonna save it to the wedding night. She gonna save it to the wedding night. She gets in bed, gets next to Niles and says, "Can I give me some kisses?" Y'all, this was so hilarious to me. I'm not gonna lie. This was so hilarious. She was like, "Ooh, can I give me some kisses?" And then he came over and gave her some kisses, and they start kissing a little bit more passionately. And before you knew it, Matilda was all on top of Niles. She was all on top of this man. She went from not having no sex before marriage to taking it slow to the within, I mean, it had to be 5 seconds, y'all. She was all on top of this man, grinding. She about to ride that pony. She about to ride that pony till she can't ride no more. I tell you, she was screaming and moaning, talking about, "Oh, I need you, Niles. I need you." And he was like, "Oh, I need you too, Matilda." Where is the Lord? Where is God? God, I don't know. They don't put God out the room. God gonna have to wait in the hallway, because right now these two said, "We ain't messing with God right now. God ain't in this room. We in this room with is it Satan?" Is it Satan? Because they over here taking a bite of the forbidden fruit. This scene was so hilarious, y'all. I'm sorry I couldn't keep it together for this video. I just could not keep it together. It was hilarious. A part of me, though, y'all, really wants Matilda to really be true and real. I really want this to work out for them. I just really hope Matilda is not no Matilda on a broom. Please, Matilda, don't be mean. Don't be nasty. Don't be mean. Don't be nasty, because I'm going to flip on over here to a nasty person we already dealing with, and that is the chicken lady, Renee. Chicken lady, Renee. Renee is abusive. She is so abusive, y'all. She crazy. She's abusive. And in fact, Chidi needs to really get away from her, because Renee strikes me as that person that would like throw Chidi over a bridge or something, throw him in the water, or push him out in front of some moving cars, or sabotage him because he's blind. She dangerous. He really needs to get away from her. And she got this weird, first she tries to act like she's there to help him, but then I don't think she's any help. So she's taking him to the doctor to get his eyes checked out, because supposedly he hasn't had no appointment with an eye doctor for 10 years. I kind of felt like she was getting his hopes up high only for him to get depressed. But, you know, he said he appreciated it. But I don't know. I just thought it was a little bit, why are you doing this? You don't need to be doing this. You can encourage him to go to the doctor. But, you know, let his family do that. They've obviously been in these doctors and they've told him. And sure enough, he goes to the doctor. They basically tell him, no, you don't just have, your eyesight is gone. You don't have any light. The possibility of you ever getting any sight restored is very, very slim. No vision restored. So it was a let up to get let down. He said he was happy that, you know, I guess that she did it and she was there by his side and held his hand. But I don't know. I thought she was doing too much. I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. So then she starts getting back into this whole thing, talking about how she loves the chickens and the chickens talk to her. I mean, Chidi, come on. The red flags are red. The red flags are waving, Chidi. When we going to send this woman back to the U.S.? When we going to kick her out of Nigeria and send her back? And then once again, somebody not eating some prepared food. The sister prepares this big old meal, or a nice meal, some traditional Nigerian food for her. And she don't really want to eat it. She don't want to eat the food. I forgot what the food was called, but she sure didn't want to eat it. And the sister was offended. The husband was offended. Chidi was offended. Everybody was offended. The sister don't like her anyway. The sister don't like her anyway. And you know what? Renee was right. When Renee said that she's getting weird vibes from Victoria, she wasn't wrong. She was reading the vibes correctly. So, you know, Victoria and everybody trying to act like, no, there aren't no weird vibes. They're lying. There are some weird vibes. And Renee was picking up on correctly. But I really don't care that Renee has some weird vibes, because her vibes were correct, because Renee is crazy and she's weird and she should be afraid for her brother. She should be afraid from her brother. And she's over here talking to Renee, talking about, well, if you don't like this type of food, what type of food do you cook? And Renee said she eats prepackaged foods and heats it up. Wait a minute, Renee. You living on this farm with all these chickens, with all these different animals, and you trying to say that all you eat is prepackaged food, and then you heat it up in the microwave oven. So Renee would rather eat a fake chicken, processed fake chicken, than eat a real chicken. That brother's like, well, how he gonna live with you? Because he a black man, he an African, he need food cooked for him. Renee said, well, all I eat at home is Hot Pockets and frozen pizza. Hot Pockets and frozen pizza on that whole farm with all them animals that she talk about she got. And she eating Hot Pockets and frozen pizza. And she got 2 kids. I tell you, she said she can eat some canned soup, some canned chili, things like that. But she said she's not doing no cooking. She's not doing any cooking whatsoever. And she too busy over here trying to ask Victoria, why are you so angry? And that's what she said. I'm not angry. I'm stressed. I'm stressed over you. I'm stressed over the fact that my brother has even hooked up with you. I'm stressed over that my African brother has brought this white woman all from America. And now she come over here talking about she don't cook nothing but Hot Pockets and pizzas. And she said, well, let me tell you something. I don't linger. If somebody don't like me, I get to step. And I'm not going to sit around and be here if nobody doesn't like me. I'm going to get going. Renee is rude. She's nasty. She talking about, she feels attacked. Chide's talking about Renee is real sensitive. She always feels attacked. Chide, you need to run. You need to run faster than these chickens be running. And she said, you know what? She don't think she ever going to get along with that sister. It ain't going to be no happy family. It ain't going to be no happy blended family. And Renee already looking like, I need to go to a hotel room. So she go over there to Chidi and say, listen, do you want to come to a hotel room with me? Because I can't be living up underneath your sister's roof no more. And she's saying, you sitting around here talking about that I'm your soulmate and how much you love me and how much you want to be with me. And we don't even have no quality time together. We need to go over here and get a room together, a hotel room together. And Chide's over like, well, you know what? I really don't want to get a hotel room together because I really don't want to go beyond the boundaries. I want to practice my faith. I want to be true to my Christian faith. I don't want to have no sex before marriage. I don't want to engage in none of that before marriage. And if I'm in a hotel room with you alone, I don't trust myself. I believe I am a man. I'm going to give into these lustful things. And that's when she started going on. And as more that he talked, she started waving her finger in his face, talking about, you need to shut up and listen to what I got to say. Girl, I know you can't see that finger waving in your face, but can you feel the wind? Can you feel the wind in front of your face? And can you feel the closeness of her finger to your face to let you know that this girl's hand is all up in your face? And she telling him, no, you need to shut up. I was like, is this girl about to throw him in the water, or is she going to dunk his head in some water? Is she going to throw him in front of a moving bus? Because this woman right now is cray, and crazy. And he know he in danger. Chide, you are in danger. Danger. You need to get out of there. And right now, I don't even know what happened. If Renee walks away from him in this moment, here he is out here. How he gonna get home? He out here with no cell phone, no nothing, in the middle of nowhere. She done brought him in the middle of nowhere. And if this girl gets mad and walks away, Chide gonna be there all by himself. Ooh, this is so dangerous. You see why that sister is so nervous. So nervous. He's going over here trying to tell her, listen, I really do care about you. She goes, no, you need to shut up. You don't care about me. You care more about what your family thinks, and you care more about your little beliefs than you care about me. She called him his little beliefs. And she was like, I'm beyond your little beliefs. I'm way beyond that. She talking about she done elevated beyond his little beliefs. I guess his little beliefs is Christianity. And her beliefs that are beyond his is witchcraft. And talking to chickens. So the chicken lady who talks to chicken said her beliefs are higher than Chide, who talks to God. This can't get no more crazier, y'all. This can't get no more crazier. And poor Chide is getting disoriented. He's like this loud screaming stuff that she's going on. I'm getting disoriented. These words is in my head. It's making the pressure in my eyes get even worse. The doctor already told him that if he keeps getting a lot of pressure in his head, he gonna possibly lose even his physical eyes. He already lost his sight, but they might have to take his eyes too. And here we got this girl over here screaming and yelling. He's like, I'm getting disoriented. This pressure is too much pressure in my head. And he's like, I know that if I don't go to this hotel room with her, I might lose her, but I really don't want to go to this hotel room. I don't want to disappoint God. I don't want to go back on my own beliefs. And she just going off. She going off. She mad that the sister's all up in their business trying to figure out if they've had sex or not. Ooh, I normally say she's hotter than fish grease, but this time I'm going to say she's hotter than chicken grease. She's hotter than some fried chicken grease, and this girl is going off. She's crazy. She better calm down over there in Nigeria, because let me tell you something. People going off in foreign countries, you don't know what's waiting for you. This ain't America, Renee. You over here screaming and yelling and going off on people. Don't get picked up by the Nigerian police, because it could be a whole different situation. Where's she from? New Mexico? I'm going to tell you right now that the Nigerian police ain't going to be the same as the New Mexico police. You could find yourself locked up in a Nigerian prison being held on over here beating up a blind man. Beating up a blind man or treating him bad. But that finger waving she be doing, I don't like it one bit. So we're going to see what happens next week with them, because that sister going to get involved, and she not going to like what she's seeing when she starts seeing all that finger waving going on in the face of Chidi. She not going to like it one bit. And that husband of Veronica going to have to hold her back. He going to have to hold her back, because I think she going to be ready to get in it with Renee. But who knows? Renee probably can beat up Veronica. I don't know, because Renee is crazy. She is fueled by a craziness inside of hers. And you know, crazy people be getting extra strong when they having one of their episodes. So I bet Renee is real strong. Real strong. But let's move on to the other couple, Adnan and Tiger Lily, because the fantasy is over for them too. They said paradise lost. The paradise is being lost, because that wedding was paradise. And now they back over here in the real world, where Tiger Lily got to go over here and walk through the streets of Jordan. And before she even can walk through the streets of Jordan, Adnan says, can you be ready in 30 minutes? And Tiger Lily says, no, I can't be ready in 30 minutes. I need to get my hair done, my makeup done. I need to get my outfit together. And Adnan is thinking, why can't you be ready in 30 minutes? She goes, oh, no, Adnan, you're going to have to get used to this. It's going to take me a while. And I was thinking that it was going to take maybe Tiger Lily about an hour to get ready. But lo and behold, I said maybe even an hour at the most, an hour and a half. Because we already see she's slow. But lo and behold, it took her 3 hours to get ready. 3 hours to get ready. Adnan is hot. He hotter than the hot weather in Jordan. He hotter than riding on a camel's back. He is hot and mad. And he's sitting up there, his brother looking at him talking about, this ain't the way us Jordanian men do it. We don't let no women run us like this, Adnan. You're going to have to step up and start telling your wife what to do. And so now Adnan is getting pressure from his brother to be a man, be what the men are in Jordan. Get control of your wife, Adnan. Get control of your wife. Tiger Lily show up 3 hours later, y'all. And really, when I saw what Tiger Lily had on, I had two problems. One is, the first problem I had is, this is what took you 3 hours. All she had on was some stretch yoga pants and a midriff top. And that took her 3 hours to put that together. And then she had her hair and her makeup done. And honestly, y'all, that hair that she had done that took 3 hours, that wasn't worth it. That was not worth it. She don't look like she took it. That don't look like a 3 hour job. It really does not look like a 3 hour job. Tiger Lily might need to switch to a lace front. Because if that's what took 3 hours, that hair that she had, what was her stylist name, Chaz or whatever, that ain't a 3 hour job, and nor was that makeup a 3 hour job. None of it was worth 3 hours. The outfit, the makeup, nor the hair was worth a total of 3 hours. But anyway, she showed up with these yoga pants, her cleavage showing, and Adnan's brother says right away, that ain't no outfit for Jordan. You cannot wear that out in the streets of Jordan. But Adnan, on the other hand, got his shirt all the way unbuttoned down to the bottom. The last button, Adnan said, I'm showing my full chest. I'm going to be able to shake hands with women. And Tiger Lily is saying, what is going on? This is a double standard. Tiger Lily, you didn't do no research. You don't know nothing about the Muslim culture, nothing whatsoever. How you gonna marry a whole Muslim man and you know nothing about the culture? You didn't even know that what you had on would be unacceptable as a customary way of women dresses. Why is she so baffled and not understanding this, as if she did no type of research or nothing? I don't really feel bad for Tiger Lily, because she coming to this with, some type of really just lack of awareness, lack of thought, lack of a whole lot of stuff. Lack of a whole lot of stuff. Now all of a sudden she's appalled at all these double standards. Why can you shake women's hands but I can't shake a man's hand? Why can you hug a woman and I can't? Why can you show your bare chest with your shirt unbuttoned and I can't do it either? Truth be told, I don't even think Adnan's supposed to be doing it, to be honest with you. I don't even think Adnan's chest should be open like that. So Tiger Lily is correct that he is making up some rules that are not really the rules of the Muslim culture. So she is right that Adnan to come up with some other rules too, but some of the rules that are the real rules, Tiger Lily don't know about those either. Tiger Lily says, I'm confused. I'm confused about the rules that come from Islam and the rules that are coming from Adnan. Which is it? Because she is confused. But Tiger Lily should have known not to pack that stuff. Whether it was Adnan's rules or her rules, she should have known not to pack that stuff. Unless she was going to be up in the hotel room, just sitting on the couch. Now she wondering, can I wear this? What about when I get back to the U.S.? Because Tiger Lily only got a couple of more days before she got to go back to the U.S. And she's like, okay, do I only have to dress like this here with you? Or when I go back to the U.S., I can wear what I want to wear? He's like, no, you're my wife now. You are my wife now. You do what I say. And no, you can't wear that. Your body's my body. You're not supposed to be showing it to no one, no matter where you are, whether you're in the U.S. or Jordan. I don't do it. And Tiger Lily, she talking back, y'all. She talking back. And that hairstylist said, you done met the Lily. Now you about to meet the tiger. He go, there's that Tiger Lily I know. You just been meeting the Lily part of Tiger Lily, Adnan. Now you meeting the tiger. And Adnan says, ooh, you need to get rid of that face, Tiger Lily, because I don't like what I'm hearing or seeing. And he says, you're not going to disrespect me like this out in public. You disrespecting me in front of my brother. You talking to me any old kind of way. There go that American woman. Now she's here. Now that American woman is over here talking about going over to a whole nother country, trying to tell a whole nother country and they countrymen what they need to be doing. Girl, don't get locked up in no Jordanian prison over there. All these women going over to these countries, acting a fool, acting out. Let me tell you, don't get locked up in no prison over in these other countries and be stuck over there and can't get back to the U.S. Tiger Lily out here hopping out cars, walking around unattended. I know it's probably some law out there that says no woman can disrespect her husband in public. Otherwise, they can detain her and put her in prison. I bet it's a law in the books. I bet it is. So Tiger Lily better be careful. Just like her Adnan said, it ain't safe leaving your husband. It is not safe leaving your husband, because let me tell you, we don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. So you might want to get back into this car, because the laws ain't on your side. They not on your side, Tiger Lily. So I know you call yourself a cougar lily, a tiger lily, whatever else, but you better act like a lily. You better act like a lily right now until you can get up out of this country and maybe reverse this marriage. Ooh, Tiger Lily ain't going to be able to hang. She ain't going to be able to do it. I thought she was only going to be the first wife and there's going to be other wives after her, but Tiger Lily might be thinking, I done made a mistake. She going to be like Faith over there crying real soon, talking about, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done this. It was a mistake, all right. Everybody tried to tell you. Everybody tried to tell you the truth. But that's it, y'all. That's all we got for this week. What an episode. Some really funny stuff, some sad stuff, some crazy stuff all wrapped up in one. But that's all we got. Don't forget, before you leave, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to comment in the chat or comment in the comment section down below so I can hear what y'all think. Talk to y'all later. Bye.